Welcome to this space. We're here to make a little bit of room in our busy lives for the sacred feminine, for ourselves, for our spiritual health. So welcome anyone that bumps into this video in the vast sea of social media experiments. If you're here, it's because you're meant to be here. So just take a minute to find your center and really arrive to the space, and I'll do the same. You can do this by simply taking a deep breath and releasing it really slowly. Also, doing a bit of humming brings your presence into the room and into your body. Without forcing the breath, without forcing the pitch, just find somewhere you're comfortable. One more time, letting your jaws drop a lot and opening your mouth inside, lifting your palate, pushing down the tongue to really create some resonance. Think of a cave. Today I want to bring to this space, to this altar, to this temple, the cause of the mothers. Obviously, because it's a cause close to my heart these days. I've been struggling a lot lately, a lot. And just making space for this to happen has taken like a lot of willpower. But I need it because I'm losing the plot. To bring up a kid these days in love and in presence, in awareness, with a secure attachment, it's almost an impossible feat. And it is almost impossible not because we are not capable as humans to provide all this, but because it's really hard to provide these things where we're not getting any of those from our environment. The world today demands that we are in constant action, that we respond to schedules that not necessarily agree with nature. It demands that we're productive, infinitely productive, and it doesn't really respect the rhythms of life, let alone the rhythms of a baby. So for a mom to step into that world that a new life brings forward, those new times, those new needs, that world that is absolutely present and absolutely of desire, that demands a presence, a concreteness. Is that a word? It's very hard when well, we can do it, we do it, but it's very hard because we're not getting then any support to stay latched onto the real world. So we would need like a lifeline to be able to play in these two arenas. but we don't have it. And so what we're doing is providing this to our kids despite our own well-being, which is not sustainable, and which is why many moms, new moms just like me, struggle, um, fight with things like postpartum depression and all that, which, let's face it, is nothing but the lack of spiritual, emotional, and physical support to hold a mother during this period. Which I when I say postpartum, I refer like for the first 3 years, to the first 3 years of life of a human being, because that's how long it takes us to, I don't know, put them in the system. um, and, and kind of like take a step back. And obviously the childcare support, the childcare system is also not, does also not agree with these dynamics. Here in the UK is you get support for like about 9 months. It's not a lot, but you can make it work. In some places it's like 12 weeks. So at the moment, having a boy that is a year and a half, I can see how he's not ready for me to just let go of him. So I had to put my career kind of like on hold. So you do these sacrifices. Either you stay with your kid, and you do it on the back of your professional development, or you carry on with your career and then you deal with the guilt. You're still making a sacrifice, a huge sacrifice. And this sacrifice is considered desirable and good. And we have this motherly sacrifice in an altar, because as long as we think that the sacrifice is worth it and pure and almost holy, then women can keep sacrificing. And not only do you get to sacrifice, but you also get to feel thankful, because you know you're enjoying the most wonderful and blessed thing in life, that is being a mother. And then you must keep to yourself all your worries and your troubles, and basically the fact that you're falling apart. So I want to bring all mothers to the center of this circle, to this altar, to the great mother, so that she holds us, because honestly I don't know who else will. I guess each other is all we have left. But spirit is always there, and it's so important to build upon that spiritual health for mothers, because spiritual health in the world of the sacred feminine means attachment to other women, means weaving, means connections, means circles. So this is what will bring us back. This is what I hope it will bring me back to my sisters out there, in person or online. But let's call upon the divine feminine to restore our wholeness, to make us not strong, because we're plenty strong, just to make us whole, to soothe our bodies that are so tired, to hold our minds, our psyches that are so fragile, to keep us in her love as we keep our babies in our love, because we too are babies to the Great Mother, and especially when we have little ones, our psyche is such of a baby. So I bring those needs forward to the Spirit so that we can find each other, to support each other, and to remind each other that we're not growing alone, even though it so often feels like it. Take a minute to allow your body to feel all that pain. And really let it be. Let it be, listen to it. And with each exhale, allow it to grow and make itself manifest. Because we have been pushing it down so that we can carry on. So allow it a minute to really flourish and tell you what it needs to tell you. Open your hands and place them on your lap. And imagine yourself sitting there, hand in hand, with all the mothers, past, present, and future. And listen to the words these women need to share with you. Listen to their heartache. Listen to their loneliness. Listen to their love. We're gonna ask the Divine Mother for a word. We're gonna pull out a little oracle card from one of my decks. This one's called Goddess Power. It's really lovely. Maybe next time we pull from another deck. I have many. So we're gonna ask for a message for all the moms out there aching, struggling, loving, powering through, despite the adversities. And we're gonna call for a message to keep ourselves in good health, mental and spiritual as well, not only physical. And see what it says. Nyx, secrets. Let's find Nyx and see what she's got to say. There are times when you must surrender. You need to know. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. The mysterious and the unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. Remain true to your intentions and keep on moving forward, remaining curious and open to what you can discover. Allow your need to know the details right now to fall away, and just be present to all that life is offering you. Judge nothing as good or bad, and just be with what arises. Soon the treasure you seek will be revealed, and it will be better and more valuable than you could have ever imagined. The goddess Nyx knows what is best for you. Trust, and all will be revealed in divine time. Alignment message. The goddess of night, mystery and secrets, Nyx, asks you to ask yourself a deep question about denial. What secret have you kept from yourself? Could you be remaining in a relationship that isn't working for you because you won't address the fear of what will happen if you leave or do things differently? Have you been afraid to ask for what you need? Are you in an addictive spiral, thinking one more bite of food or one more glass of wine will make you feel better? Whatever it is that you are refusing to face, the goddess Nyx promises, if you do, you will be amazed at the beauty of your liberation and power. She offers you this alignment task for you to engage in rigorous honesty and self-valuation, coupled with a fierce self-love and commitment to growth. Be optimistic, because the moment you are willing to name your unease, you claim your inner peace, strength and hope. You can do it. Let's listen to those words. Feel them as they kind of fall into you. As if you were a pond and these words were falling in the water, and observe the ripples they create. Feel the echoes of those words within your soul. I'm here facing that I'm having a really hard time. I'm here facing the fact that despite all my knowledge, all the techniques I've learned, all the things I am able to share, I haven't been working with myself. I've just been like in a daze, without wanting to engage with my own needs, with my body, with my soul. So I've been away from anything sacred, anything ritual, anything healthy. I've just been letting the days kind of go by, as like as a cascade, and just like, you know, coping, and this is like me reaching out to my own self, trying to put something out there in the meantime as well. What are you bringing forward today? What have you been hiding? What have you been struggling with that you haven't been able to see? I hope you can bring it forward. I hope you can put it on this altar and surrender and offer it to the Great Mother. So, knowing that she's there for us, let's take another minute to receive her. As you bring your pain forward, as you put your heart and your wounds upon the altar, she brings you nourishment too. She always gives back because she is a mother herself. Let her embrace you and present you with a gift to aid you in the challenges of this week. A gift to soothe you and to thank you for sharing your load, for shedding your tears. Whatever she brings to you is for you alone. It's your special gift, so make sure you place it in your heart and remember what she's giving you every time you feel the need for it, every time you feel tired, anxious, sad, angry. For it will reveal its gifts slowly. I'm gonna close today's ceremony with a little song. This is a song I've learned in Spanish, but comes from the traditional Irish blessing. Que el camino crezca contigo y que el viento juegue en tu espalda, que el sol ilumine tu cara, que la lluvia caiga suave en tus campos y hasta volverte a ver, que el buen Dios te acoja en el cuenco de sus manos. May the Great Spirit be with you always. Bless you. And thanks for listening.